Hey crafty people, it's Tasha. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, I'd love it if you could hit that subscribe button below. It would mean the world to me. Okay, today I am making some light up cards. Well, no, a light up card. I made two. This is the first, and the second one will be in another video. And they are so much fun and easy. They are really easy. So I've got all of my little pieces that I'm going to need cut out. I used a couple of cut files and got my Cameo to cut out the bits for me. I'll have those cut files linked below, but basically it's going to be a snow globe shaped card with inside the snow globe will be an image of Santa and his reindeers silhouette across the sky, and the lights will be some of the stars. So I started, I blended some yellow onto that circle, is just to give some yellow behind the other stars that won't have the lights. So I grabbed a couple of my Catherine Pooler blues. I've been using my oxides a lot recently, but I decided to grab out my Catherine Pooler inks, mainly because my oxides are in another room and I didn't really want to go and get them, and nobody else wanted to go and get them for me, so dye inks it was. So yeah, I just did a lighter blue and then added darker blue around the outside for a little bit of a vignette kind of thing, and so that it was a little bit lighter behind Santa and his reindeer. I also ink blended those. I grabbed the Midnight ink from Catherine Pooler, which is the black, and just a really small little brush. It's just one that I got as part of a makeup brush set thing from Amazon. Just a really small little round one, so that I could get those tiny little bits. I did print off a couple of the Santa and reindeer because I wasn't sure what size I was gonna need, what size would look best, but obviously in the end I went for the one that I am inking. So we got 3 reindeer and Santa in his sleigh. The reins, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, the reins between the reindeer and Santa didn't really cut out brilliantly, so I made the choice to just cut them off, and in the finished card you'll see that I just grabbed a fine liner and just drew those back in. I thought that was so much easier than trying to get the ones that my Cameo had cut out to look right, because they didn't, they were quite fine. I think I need a new mat or to restick my mat, because yeah, it does. So there you can see I am gluing my Santa and his reindeer flying across my sky. You can see some of the extra bits that I've got to make my snow globe. I'm going to have the button in the base of the snow globe, and then the lights will be 3 of those stars that you can see. I did have a little issue with my filming, and unfortunately my camera died and I didn't realise, so I missed out a little bit of actually putting the card together, but I did refilm some of it to sort of go back and show you how I did it. So now I'm blending onto the sentiment. I've got the word believe, it's in my favourite things dye, and I absolutely love it. It's perfect for Christmas time. So I blended an sort of ombre of those 2 blues, and then I did actually cover it in some Wink of Stella afterwards. I'm going to be putting some sequins over the lights, so I just put some sequins in place just to make sure where they were going to go, where it was going to look right, and then poked holes with my craft pick. I did end up having to make the holes a little bit bigger in some of them. So you just put the light in from the back. Each LED has its own little set of wires. You just poke it through and then gently pull it back until you've got the light sort of level with the card, and then just stick some tape on it on the back to hold it in place. Once you've got all 3 lights in place, then you can sort of gather up the rest of the wires and just tape them down. That's the bit that unfortunately I haven't got on this video, but it doesn't matter how messy it looks, and no one's going to see it. It's fine, it's just completely hidden. These are the easy lights themselves. So you can see the batteries have 2 sides. The first side is like quite bumpy, and then there's this flatter, shinier side that also has a positive on it. The cables come sort of bunched together like that so that they don't get tangled. So you can just gently tease them open. You snap off one of the easy lights themselves, and it is just those 2 pieces that you need, a battery and an easy light. So you can see the positive on the battery and there is a positive on the light. So that is the way that you push them through. And then when you press the button, ta-da! Lights! And they're that easy. That really is literally it. So you saw me put the lights through the holes. I gathered the wires up and taped them together, and then added some strong double-sided tape onto the back there where it says Pearblossom, and I glued that down onto the base. You then want to put foam tape all around it. You can get some foam tape from Amanda's shop that is the right thickness, but I don't have that, so I just used my own foam tape, which is the Arteza one, which I think is pretty standard thickness wise, and doubled it up, and that then is tall enough for your battery and the housing to sit. I built up around the outside edge of the Snowglobe with some more cardstock ones that I'd cut out. I cut the bottom off all but the top one, so that's where the wires go through from the battery pack to the light. And then I added the, what's it called, holographic one over the top, and then I added the base on. You can see I just made a little dot there in it, that was just to show me where the button was. So as you can see, then it lights up. I grabbed some sequins. I'd seen that Amanda of Pearblossom Press did a video recently where she had some little embellishments over the top of the lights, and I just thought that was adorable. So any embellishments will work so long as they don't have any like foil silver backing, because that would stop the light from coming through. Just as well, when you are putting the lights through the hole, the yellowy orange side, that is the side that you want facing up, because that is where the light comes from, not the side where the wire is going to. But it's easy it's easy to see that when you've got the lights and you put the battery in and you test them. It's easy to see which side needs to come through. So I added the sequins over the little lights, that just hides the light itself. So this is for a child, so no little fingers can mess with it. Everything is all completely hidden away from them, and there we are. It's that easy. It's amazing. So for my sentiment, I have my believe. Now you would normally put a press here, or something on to let them know where to press, but I didn't on this one, and that was a conscious choice, because I am going to put a note in with it that says along the lines of, if you believe in the magic of Christmas and it's in your heart, when you get this card, press on the B of believe and the stars will light up for Santa to light his way. That's kind of what I was going for, so that's why I didn't put a push it here on there, which you normally would. So I just thought that was quite a cute little idea. So here is how I make a shape card. I cut out 2 of the Snowglobe base pieces with my Cameo, and the second one I'm just putting a score line towards the top. It doesn't need to be too big, but you need something large enough to adhere to the front piece, and then you just fold it over and burnish that fold a little bit just so that it is really well creased, and then when you put the two together you glue the top bit, and that will allow your card to open, so you get the shaped card. You can do that with any shape at all, and you could have the opening at the top, you could have the opening crease at the side, wherever you want to put it. Yeah, so I just added I've got some strong but thin double-sided tape, and I did add a little bit of liquid glue as well, just to make sure that that was really going to firmly hold, because obviously it needs to be able to withstand being opened and closed as many times as it no doubt will be. I just put the tape on and then trimmed around to take away any excess, remove the release paper, and like I said, I added a little bit of liquid glue as well, and then you just need to put the two pieces together, line them up so that you know you've got them in the right place, and once you have them in the right place, just push that top bit to meet the front. I do like to hold onto it for a few seconds, really, just to make sure that you get a really good adherence, and then there you go, that's my card. Adorable, I love it, and I know that the recipient will love it too. Oh, I added some more of my little metallic paint sparkle dotty things to be the magic, because I did that on a card before and I really liked the way that it looked, so I decided to do it again, and that makes my card for the day. As the name suggests, these really are easy lights. I never would have tried to make a light up card the sort of, I don't want to say old-fashioned way, it's not old, but with the tape and then making your own switch with tape or foil, and that just always seemed like way too much effort for me. I'm not good with stuff like that. I like the paper creation and the colouring and the putting together. I don't like those things that take forever. I did a few new road drops in gold as well, just as a little bit of extra interest in the sky. So yeah, I never would have tried before, but with these it just really was that easy. I made 2 light up cards in my afternoon, that easy. That was it. Fantastic. So thank you again to Amanda, and I will be back tomorrow with my second easy light card. I can't wait to share it with you all. Have a lovely day until I see you again. Stay crafty. Bye.